The Three Amigos. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek. Joining me, as always, is Mikey the Freak.
What's up?
It's Steve.
Hey, Happy New Year! I mean, I don't know when
New
this is going to be airing, but Happy New Year.
A few weeks after. But hey, we're back. We're recording again, so that's a plus. And we are reviewing the movie The Three Amigos.
John Landis.
Oh,
A little bit about this movie. It's, three actors get commissioned to go into a small town to where they think that they're putting on a show against El Guapo, the bad guy, and it turns out to be real. Then they run away. They run away. Then they get the courage, come back, and decide to stand up to El Guapo. End of story.
End of story, and that's how they do.
yeah.
Fun fact. I don't know if we'll get into it. But Chevy Chase and Martin Short were not the original choices. Steve Martin was originally signed on. The original choices for the other two were John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. They ended up doing Neighbors instead.
Okay. I don't know how much of a different movie this would be.
It would be a very different movie if it were Aykroyd and Belushi. The music number would have been 10 times better. Don't get me wrong. I love the music numbers in this
My
movie.
little buttercup.
A smile.
Listen, this movie is so good. My initial thoughts on this movie is hilarious from beginning to end.
Yes.
It's your typical story of, the heroes don't know that they're heroes, and that they end up being heroes.
Slapstick, dumb.
Oh, it is
dumbfounded.
It's a Steve
moronic
Martin
people. Yeah, they have no clue what's going on. Chevy Chase and his standard, clueless comedic performance. Every character he plays, he has absolute clueless. He does it so well.
It's complete cluelessness, but everything ends up working out for him. I don't get it.
Except for the Invisible Horseman.
Except for the Invisible
Horseman. Great.
We're supposed to fire it up.
Horseman.
We fired up.
Fired up.
How am I supposed to know he was there? What the hell?
Are you the singing bush? Hey, lady, hey, lady, hey,
the singing bush.
I guess he's the singing bush. And that was Randy Newman? Yes, I read that. So another fun fact, that was Randy Newman that was doing the singing bush.
Great movie.
Oh my God.
Great movie.
I quoted this
movie.
I quoted this movie my whole childhood.
Oh yes.
I guarantee you when I was
I still quote this movie. This movie every time. Hey, I think that's a plane. I think it's a mail plane.
It's a mail plane. How can you tell the two?
It's a sweater. Every Christmas and every birthday, I put something up and I go, "It's a sweater." And my wife is the only one that jokes and laughs and gets it. Everyone else is like, "What?" And my wife started doing it too. It's a sweater. I'm like, oh my God.
I guarantee when I was a kid, up until a certain age, if I couldn't get my dad's attention or someone's attention, I'd start going, "Hey, you! Look at her! Look at her! Look at her! Hey, you!
Hey guys!
Hey, you guys! Hey, you guys! Look at her! Look at her!" I love this movie so much.
Oh, it's so great. Mikey the Freak.
Would you say I have a plethora of being
Yes, waffle. You have a plethora.
Efe? Do you know what a plethora is?
Okay, Steve.
Waffle for
Steve, you told me this story.
Intellect.
Steve, you told me this story a couple days ago. Go ahead and tell the story about.
So I'm at Comic-Con and I'm meeting Wilder Valmeradas, and another actor for the Dias de los Muertos comic book that got made into a movie. And the actor that's with Wilmer has a sheet like of the movies that he's in. And I see on there Three Amigos, and I'm like, I love Three Amigos. I look at this actor, I go, I don't mean to be rude. You've been in so many movies, and it's been a minute since I've really watched Three Amigos. Who are you in Three Amigos?
Epic.
And Mikey, he looks straight up at me and goes, I'm still here, guapo.
I love that.
And I buzzed it. I popped. I started laughing. I went, yes. Oh my God. It was Hefe.
That is awesome.
That guy's done a lot of
Me
stuff.
and the boys, we got a little something for you.
That was the epic.
It's a sweater.
The epic die scene. I'm still here, Wapo.
Boom. Perfect backflip. Yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
I love this movie.
Man.
And
Yeah, I mean, there's not much. I mean, that's all I could see is I could just talk about this movie. Me and my cousin David, who's basically like my brother, would just continuously play the Buttercup and did a little choreograph in the living room when we were like 9 and 12.
we didn't quite go that far.
My father used to
We
legitimately
sang Moon River.
My father
On
used to
the
sing me to
trail.
sleep. My father used to sing me to sleep with Moon River.
Yeah.
Like that was a nighttime bedtime song. The first one was Winnie Pooh was Logging to Messina's House on Pooh Corner, and then it was the Three Amigos. Good night.
So every time that they sing the Moon River when they're doing, do you always go boom 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 boom?
No, but I will always say I will always say good night, Ned.
Good night, Ned. I always love the owl.
Yeah. I like the turtle. I like the turtle.
Yeah.
I like turtles.
Good night, Ned.
I like turtles.
I like.
Yeah.
God.
So
Yeah.
I think we all pretty much said that we like this movie.
I love this.
There's so many good things about this movie.
Oh.
I mean, I watched it again. Actually, I just finished it less than like 30 minutes ago again, and I've watched this movie so many times I can quote almost the entire movie. But
It's
I'm like,
a rewatchable movie.
Gotta make it. Gotta make it. Gotta make it. Gotta make it.
Not gonna make it.
Not gonna make it.
Gonna make it. Gonna make it. Gonna make it. Ah, made it.
I made it.
Yeah, there's just so many good parts of this movie, and it's quotable, and like I said, Chevy Chase and his slapstick goofball of a character that he always does. And this is Martin Short's first movie out of SCTV.
Lip balm?
Lip balm.
Is this really Martin Short's
Yes.
first movie?
This was
Really?
Martin
Wow.
Short's first movie coming out of SCTV and Saturday Night Live, and it's classic. So I have more movies after this, but I think this kind of started his comedic performance of slapstick goofball and riding on Steve Martin's coattails on tons of movies. They've always been
Yeah.
together on several movies throughout his career, but that's how Martin Short's always been. It's tough for him to get a main role. It's always with
He's always a
Steve
good
Martin.
sidekick. He's
Yeah,
always,
always
a
a
good
side. He is
Yeah.
Batman. He is Robin to Batman. Steve Martin is Batman. He is Robin. Straight up, Batman and Robin.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into ratings. Actually, I'm gonna give this a straight 9.5. I love this movie.
Nice.
Nice. It's one of those movies that I would recommend. I would sit and watch it if it's on TV. It's just a great movie. So 9.5 for me. Mikey the Freak, how about you?
Yeah, I'm solid with it. I mean, I'm a huge Chevy Chase fan, if everybody knows. This is probably, other than the vacations, if you take the vacations out, this is definitely my favorite Chevy Chase movie of all time. I think it's funny. We took a trip. Just a quick side note. Took a trip and went to Cozumel, and at Cozumel, when you get off the boat, there is actually a Three Amigos cantina right there at port, and it has all Three Amigos on the side of the building.
Oh wow!
And, I think I have a picture, so I might end up sharing it in the group on our podcast. But yeah, if I can find it. But it was a great experience, and I just laughed. I'm like, holy shit, we're in Mexico, and there's Three Amigos Cantina. So great. But yeah, I agree, man. 9-5, funny, slapstick, goofball, just all around. Just I could watch the movie anytime it came on.
Yeah.
Steve?
A little advice about tonight.
Okay.
Do you know what foreplay is? Well, either does El Guapo. I love this movie. I'm just going solid 10-10.
Huh?
10 out of 10.
Nice.
For
nice.
me, there is nothing wrong. You can take movies of old.
You know what? Screw it. I'll give it a 10. I'll take
You know
it.
what?
10.
I'll give it a
Okay.
10 too.
Perfect 10. Let's do
Perfect
it.
10.
Steve.
Just because
Perfect.
you look at it, and you can look at movies back from the 80s and you can find problematic things. And for the time that this movie was made, for the time frame that this movie was supposed to be, there are no racial slurs.
Yeah.
There's almost no profanity.
There's gringos falling from the sky.
Yes, I'll walk.
That's I'm fine. I'm fine. I think gringo is I don't consider gringo a racial slur. There's no profanity. This is a fun, family, wholesome film.
Mhm.
Anyone in the movie can enjoy. Anyone in the family can enjoy it, from the kids to the grandparents. This is a movie. I know a lot of people don't like the term, but this is a movie that lasts the test of time. Like, this movie will be just as funny in 2050 as it is in 2023, as it was in 1980 something.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
This movie is perfection.
I'll agree
Well,
with
the
that.
movie is almost 40 years old, and we're still laughing. I laughed my
Laughing.
ass off.
Oh,
so
40
much.
years old, and I've
So
laughed my ass
much.
off.
So I can't help but I got to say this. At the very end of the movie, where it's a bunch of Three Amigos in the town
yeah.
shooting and stuff.
Amigos. Yeah.
I mean, yes, and there's a ditch and stuff like that. I swear to God, the A-Team stole that idea from from this episode, because I swear to God, there's an A-Team episode exactly like this.
Was the name of the episode A-Team?
A-Team. It might be. I don't know.
Been.
But I swear to God, I've seen this before in the A-Team movie or TV show. on the
TVC show. Yeah,
I
sure.
just
We
thought
know
it
what
was
you mean.
that same scene. I just thought it was funny, as you rarely could notice any of the villagers, but you always noticed those three.
It's because it was always those three.
It was always
That's the
those
point.
three.
It was always those three. At no point, only at the end, when you see like 7 people running into a building. Every other time, when they're coming out of a window, when they're popping up in a ditch, when they're popping out of a building, it's always one of the three. And I think that's purely done just because it's supposed to be that silliness
that movie
of everyone. It looks the same.
But yet the outfits were completely different than the ones they were wearing. But their outfits were the same.
All for one. Sorry. I love this movie.
Look, so at the end of the movie, I thought you were going there, Kevin. So at the end of the movie, they were like, they said, Amigos, let's ride. And they go and they're like, whoa, slow down. Whoa, horse. As they're going away, riding into the sunset, you hear them saying, whoa, slow down. I thought that was a funny ending of that one.
No. It's just one of the best. It's one of the best Steve Martin movies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's
all three.
Yeah,
I mean, all three of them.
Yeah, all three.
Plus,
Amigos.
you get a young John Lovitz. You get a young Phil Hartman. It's great because I saw John
Lauren
Lovitz in the
Michaels
opening
movie.
credits, and then you see. I see a young Phil Hartman, and if you look at the credits, he's credited as like Philip E. Hartman.
That's probably his first movie.
Yeah.
Because he was probably just getting into Saturday Night Live. Well, he was before Saturday Night Live.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I may be just a simple caveman.
You did notice? You also noticed there was a lot of cameos. Brian Thompson. So Brian Thompson, which was the German.
He's one of the Germans.
Was the Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and I thought that was pretty good.
Stuff.
I thought that was cool. I know that
guy. I met him several. He used to be a Comic-Con regular at San Diego Con. One year I went around to Comic-Con with the Killer Bunny from Monty Python's Holy Grail, and I had all the celebrities. When celebrities would just take photos for free before they charged $20, $40 a pop, I just walked up and went, "Hey, will you take a photo with my bunny?" And they were all like, "Yeah." So the photo is Brian Thompson he put the bunny on his shoulder, and he's like
Oh, that's cool.
he's
Oh,
just
nice.
staring at it. Yeah, I have him somewhere.
All right, guys, I don't think we have any fun facts today. I don't have any
We
movie
did some.
memorabilia.
We did
Yeah,
fun
we
facts.
did some.
We
yeah.
did
We
fun
had
facts.
some, yeah.
I don't have any movie memorabilia because everything I looked up is just all signed pieces, which we're all autograph collectors, but
Yeah.
that's not what I like to feature on movie memorabilia. But Steve, what do we have for soundtrack?
Soundtrack in reality, you just have my Little Buttercup and
The
Blue River.
3.
I love how long they hold the note for.
Amigos. And they all sing.
And
So like they did all the music.
forever shall be. Lip balm.
Lip
I always liked it because they sang. I don't think they played the guitar. Like I don't know if Chevy Chase played the guitar when they did the Moon River, but
Like
it's
it's hard
their
to
voices.
learn. Ba-dum,
They
ba-boom,
sang.
ba-boom, 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 ba-boom.
Well, training those horses were probably fucking tough.
I bought my love a cherry. Wrong movie.
Mikey the Freak, what do we have for some related reels?
Yeah, so I went with the 3 main characters, but I went with movies that you I'm sure you've heard of, but kind of those off the wall type movies that you definitely would want to watch. So I went with Martin Short, Pure Luck.
With Danny Glover.
Yes, that's a good movie. Inner Space, which
Yes.
I loved Inner Space with and Captain Ron with Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
So that's always
Hey,
like
boss.
off the wall
Hey,
movies,
boss.
but funny as shit.
Hey, boss, you should stick to the trail. The gorillas in the forest.
Let's see, Steve Martin, Roxanne, which I've always liked.
Daryl Hannah.
Yes, with Daryl Hannah.
Boy, I bet that guy does a bunch of cocaine.
Like what? All right. Father of the Bride. So all the Father of the Brides are always a good. I always say chick flick, but it's one of those good movies. And then My Blue Heaven.
Martin Short.
Yes, and then My Blue Heaven with Rick Moranis. I love My Blue Heaven. I always thought it was an interesting movie.
Dirty rat. I already said that one, but I say it better. I love all those movies. I own all those movies.
I love that one. And then my last one was Chevy Chase. I went with some of the you might not know one of them. Funny Farm, which was a great movie. I love Funny Farm. Hot Tub Time Machine. That's the delivery driver.
That's the mailman. That's the mailman.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The mailman. And then a Hot Tub Time Machine. Of course, he only plays a small role, but the movie is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And then Under the Rainbow with Carrie Fisher. So I don't know if you've seen Under the Rainbow before. That would be one
that's
you guys
the only
would
one. That's the only one. That's the only one.
A lot of celebrity dwarfs in that movie, like from Time Bandits and what was it, Return of the Jedi? Some of the ones that played the Ewoks. A lot of them have face.
Oh yeah, because we're
movie.
definitely gonna know that. We're definitely gonna know that.
Exactly. Like Warwick Davis.
Yeah, Tony Cox and Ed Gale. Those are the only ones I know.
Probably.
I could, the funny thing. I just rewatched Willow, and in the town alone, there are 3 of the small people from Time Bandits.
Yeah,
that are just people within the community.
Mm-hmm. They get all those roles.
And I think it's really funny because Tony Cox is still alive today and somehow did not want to make a reappearance in Willow, the TV series.
Oh, that's been good.
Cool.
He's 6'5", 6'9" with the afro. He's Fletch. Sorry, just.
I love Fletch. Fletch is a great movie. Not much as Fletch lives, but Fletch is great.
All right. Well,
you should check out Confess Fletch.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
As we come to a close, Steve, where can people find you on your podcast?
You should check it out. It's on Vudu. John Hamm as Erwin M. Fletcher. You can find me on The Last Podcast You'd Want. It's available on every major podcast outlet and on YouTube. We drop once a week. We're trying to get back on a regular basis with that as I fidget with my chair. You can check it out every week. Thanks for checking it on out. Thanks for doing the show. Yada, 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 yada. Tip the field, try the staff. And thanks for all. Oh, my God. You're good. Go, go, go. I'm done.
If you're watching this on YouTube, please give us a good old thumb and hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you are listening to us on most major podcasting outlets, please check us out on YouTube and give us a good old thumb. All right, I do believe that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, keep it retro, everybody.
Peace.